A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Baylor's offense will come out first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pop.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Gonna run it. It's Turner. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. And the Bears want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So Texas offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They will have their hands full with this matchup as they try to make sure the running game gets going. They're going to test the right side with this one. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Bears want to crank the tempo.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Arch to throw. Rushes on him. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He might want another play. To the air, it's Manning. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it down the right side. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
1st down, right back to Brown. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I mean, it's nice to see your QB come out and really establish himself and get in a rhythm early. He had a passing touchdown on the first drive already. Now putting another drive together. He's comfortable. He's got time in the pocket.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Brown. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. He'll keep it on second down. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Tight end now in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Freeman. Could not make his way to the corner. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's a draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd down from the gun, DJ Lagway. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling. And
he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on.
Maybe a crease. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Lagway wants to throw. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Miller. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Bears are in the hurry-up.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's Manning to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Got room at the 35. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Motion from the wideout.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside, it's Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Arch Madness. With the catch, it's Brown. And tackled there by the defense. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Again, it's Brown. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Quarterback making checks. To throw, Manning. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Longhorns Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop it. We couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. And the Bears have taken it inside the 20. Flag wave. Under fire. And they got him.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Glagway. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The offense changing the play. Throwing Manning. That's caught. It's Townsend. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Manning. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Townsend. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's a heat. sack. This defense all over it. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Arch to throw. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 11 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Catching up with the Texas head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Might be changing the route. Arch is going to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Smothers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
To the air. It's Manning. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Here's Lagway to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Baylor! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Getting set for the point after.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Texas sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He wants to change this route. Here's Manning to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hart's going to spin it again. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Bears will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They go play action with Lagway. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Makes the grab in their space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bears! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. Lining up to add another.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO. And
it's a running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Making side adjustments here. madness. Going right back to Coleman. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10.
Booster, booster. Sweet, sweet. Level. Go.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Makes the grab, it's Townsend. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout taken by Baylor, it's 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Throwing, Lagway. They'll run the screen. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Knocked off his feet. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Falls in the deep ball. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Bears. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Bears have the answer.
Yeah, and nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The run inside. It's Smothers. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
To throw, Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Third down from the gun, Manning. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Throwing Manning. Working that left side now. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They go play action with Manning. Steps away. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down here on the Baylor sidelines, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense.
Snags it, and there's running room. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Flagway on the play action. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive, or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might be calling a hot route. Manning. Bringing the heat. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Trying to escape and get it himself. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
You get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage, try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Flagway wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Still on his feet at the 45. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Flagway. Fires to the middle. He's got it. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Baylor Bears call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. Touchdown Bears! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Bears have the answer.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Arts to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Hauls it in. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.